So it looks like Jake Paul is back in the news here once again, and this time it's not for holding a massive party during a pandemic, it's not for looting a mall in Arizona. No, this is shaping up to be Jake Paul's craziest stunt yet, his most epic prank ever. I mean, he really dabbed on the haters with this one. Now, in all seriousness, Jake Paul is definitely in a pretty bad situation right now with what just went down. I mean, this whole situation really unfolded less than an hour ago now, and it's really not looking good for Jake here. If I had to guess, Jake Paul is probably facing some prison time with how this situation is playing out. Because earlier this morning, TMZ broke the story with this tweet right here, which says, "Breaking, Jake Paul's home being searched by the FBI, warrant issued." And I think this pretty much caught everyone off guard because Jake Paul's done some pretty ignorant stuff in the past. I think everyone's aware of that for the most part, but I don't think I ever saw the day coming where the FBI would be on the way to Jake Paul's house with a search warrant. And as you can see here by these pictures from when they were leaving Jake Paul's house, this was not some kind of light situation. I mean, they have like 8 people hanging off the back of armored trucks like the dude has 5 stars on GTA. Like I said before, he's definitely done some ignorant stuff in the past, but you really have to wonder how Jake Paul got in this situation where he has the FBI raiding his house with a search warrant and armored vehicles. I mean, I never watched him or anything, but I thought Jake Paul was just a vlogger for little kids on YouTube. Clearly, there's a lot more than that going on behind the scenes. But anyway, I'm sure you guys are probably wondering what this search warrant was for that the FBI put out, and you know what Jake Paul possibly could have done here. Well, according to TMZ, the FBI have seized weapons from Jake Paul's Calabasas home, firearms specifically. Law enforcement officials were spotted walking down Jake's driveway with what appears to be, I'll just say weapons for the sake of monetization here, but the picture's on the screen. And TMZ also said Jake's attorney told TMZ, "We understand that a search warrant was executed at Jake's Calabasas home this morning while Jake was out of state. We are still gathering information and will cooperate with the investigation." And actually, TMZ just dropped an update to this article which explains a little more of the situation here. The update says the FBI has just played its hand partially and revealed the raid is somehow in connection to Jake getting arrested in Scottsdale during a protest. The FBI tells TMZ they're currently investigating allegations of criminal acts surrounding the incident at Scottsdale Fashion Square in May 2020. So right now, nobody fully understands the situation and the connection here, but somehow there's a connection between Jake Paul looting a mall in Arizona back in May and this whole situation today of them having a search warrant and finding all these weapons in his home. Somehow there's a connection there. So this is definitely a pretty crazy situation right now. There's clearly a lot of information that nobody knows yet, and I really wonder how him looting that mall in Arizona during a protest back in May is connected to this whole situation right now. But I don't know, it definitely looks like Jake Paul is going to be in some trouble here. Let me know what you guys think about this situation down in the comments. Do you think Jake Paul is going to somehow get out of this one? Which is pretty unlikely looking at what they came out of his house with. I mean, I'm not sure how he's going to explain that one off, but definitely let me know what you guys think about this situation like I said down in the comments. Do you think he's going to get charged for this whole situation? What do you think happened that caused Jake Paul to get a search warrant? That's pretty crazy in itself, but with that being said, that's where I'm going to wrap up this video. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. As always, you can follow me on Twitter at RelexYT, and other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm out.